That wasn't that act great, the rapping. Every time I follow like a musical, you don't have to applause. Why do I pretend this is a comedy club? This is I'm not really good of a hype man right now. Oh boy, let's just go deep into it. Let's talk to the audience. I want to get a dog. I have the urge to just get a small dog that just shakes all the time. I need one that just is more neurotic than me. Like, I need one that thinks it's gonna die every day. I need a dog that just can't handle any emotion that it comes upon him. Just to remind me that the world isn't that scary. I just look at this dog just like, and I'm just like, oh man, it's gonna be fine, buddy. Which really is a projection of me. I need somebody to tell me, it's fine, buddy. That's it.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I work at a restaurant. I work at a restaurant / food trailer / fashion place / health place. We don't really know what we are. We're a startup. Except we're okay with charging people $7.50 for a mocha. That's not an exaggeration. It's actually $8.25. Yeah, we make Starbucks look expensive. We make Starbucks look cheap. I don't know. What am I saying? Oh yeah, a customer came up to me and was like, "You don't seem chipper today." I'm like, great. Thank you for being honest. I'm in Austin and I'm trying meditation and I'm trying to live in the moment. And the problem about living in the moment is I realize that most of the time, I'm just irritated. I'm just irritated and mad and just like I'm like, oh, I don't like the mess that I'm in, and I don't know how to get out of it, and it's upsetting. That's just my thoughts right now, and I'm like, live in the moment, and I realize when you live in the moment, you just don't like working at all. Nobody should have jobs at all. I should make we're in a self-help movement. I want to make an app for self-respect, and it's just going to be a screen that just pops up and says, quit your job. That's all it is. I get anxious meeting people, and it's hard, and I didn't realize that I was addicted to movies, that I was just, I know, it's an addiction. It really, I found myself that was my way just to explore the world in a safe place. And I realized I literally was watching what I call independent movies. And independent, not porn, but those kind too, but I would watch documentaries, and then the documentaries turned into independent experimental movies, and then it just turned up movies where people just acted like regular people. And I literally watched this movie where people just read shit and did shit, and I'm like, oh shit, why am I watching them read and doing stuff that I could be doing? It wasn't like shooting people up. It was like climbing. It was like hiking. Have you seen Boyhood? It was just about a guy who grew up. And I thought it was the best movie ever because it reflected life. Why am I watching this movie? I saw a life coach because I needed one. I needed a guy to tell me how to get to my dreams. And it's interesting because I met my life coach at the restaurant I work at. I mean, he's a worker there. I mean, he's my co-worker. I host at the, he's a great server, don't get me wrong, but I realize you have to start somewhere. That's all life coach is about. Like, you just don't like walk out of your mom, you know, like just like a happy Mother's Day. But like you don't just, you have to crawl first before you can walk, then before you can run into your dreams. So maybe his life goal is to help other people realize their life goals. Or maybe it's all bullshit. I don't know. I miss being a kid. I miss being just a teenager, not caring and not being subconscious. I remember during the summer, I just spent a month and with my cousins, and we just swam and played, and we didn't have any structure. As long as we didn't kill each other, it was just a great summer. It was a great month. We just did stuff, and we just had all this time just to do. Nobody told us like what to read or whatnot, but we read, we wrote. I remember my cousin, she was very peaceful. She was just sitting on a tree and just writing. And then I go up to her and I'm like, "What are you writing?" She's like, "I'm writing a song. You want to read it?" And I'm like, "Of course I do." And so she gives me the book, and it's just, "My name is Alexis, put your hands in the air." You have to start somewhere. Okay, this is a shirt that I used to work at the school for the blind, and I don't know if you can see, well, okay, I don't know if you can see the shirt. It's a trendy kid who is blind. He's trendy though, right? Like, it's just like he has headphones, and anyway, what I'm saying, oh yeah, it's a kid with a stick, with a cane, and he has headphones on, and the thing is, I can't see. This would really happen at the school. There'd be kids walking who are blind with their headphones on, and we called it Helen Keller status. And people shaking your head. You can't make fun of Helen Keller. Here's the thing about Helen Keller. But at the time, she was rich. First of all, rich. Second, who knows Helen Keller? Who knows of another Helen Keller? Another person who was deaf and blind, who is famous? I'm waiting. You can't. And there's a reason for that. Like, and the kids know the Helen Keller story is bullshit. It's just bullshit. Like, I'll explain why. Before you're like, oh, he's just gonna judge. He's making fun of deaf and blind people. No, I'm making fun of Helen Keller. I'm making fun of the idea of Helen Keller because she's a celebrity. Helen Keller's a celebrity, and the best kind. Because you can make fun of all the other celebrities. But there's no evidence against it either. Like, anyway, I'm gonna be ranting. That was it. A friend came up and was like, "Is there a time limit?" And I'm like, I just kind of leave until it gets uncomfortable. And I think this is the time to just leave on a okay note. And thank you guys so much. Bye.